Hi, Sylvia. You asked me recently whether I wanted to marry you or not, right? You said you wanted to get married soon and that you would be the one proposing, but you wanted my answer as soon as possible. Why do you want to get married in the first place?
Yup, I did say that, Lionel. I want to get married soon because I'm going to turn 30 in just a half a month now, after all. I want children as well, if possible, and considering my age, I thought that we should make the decision around now.
You want children, huh? Yeah, I think I don't want to marry you after all.
What? Why not? Do you not want children or something?
To tell you the truth, I want to have a bit more fun while I'm young. Getting married and having children is such a hassle, you know? We won't have much money to spend on our own amusement if we have children, and we'll have to take the time to take care of them.
A hassle? I know raising children is a lot of work, but you're going to give up being a parent just because it's a hassle?
Yeah, I think I am. Besides, there's no need to sound so down. The difference between a married couple and an unmarried couple is just whether they turned in some piece of paper to the city hall or not. Even children, you can still give birth when in your 40s, right? If you think about it like that, we can have fun for 10 more years. Why go through the trouble now when we don't have to?
So you're telling me to give birth once I'm in my 40s?
I mean, you said yourself that you wanted to have children, right? So it shouldn't be a problem for you, right?
Yeah, but I want you to think about the risks of giving birth to children in your 40s. That's why I'm talking to you about this right now. We can't put this off any longer than we already have, Lionel.
What's the matter with you, Sylvia? You sound a lot more anxious than usual. Well, if you really mean what you're saying, then I guess we have no choice but to break up.
Huh? Break up? After we've been going out for the past 10 years?
Yeah, I'm not interested in this marriage and children stuff. If you don't want to break up, then I want things to stay the same.
I understand. That's fine then.
Yep, let's just keep things the way they are and not worry about marriage and stuff. I'm glad you finally get the point.
No, I meant that it's fine if we break up.
What? But we've been going out for 10 years. Can't just break up now. Oh, I know. You're bluffing right now too to get what you want, right? Well, it's not gonna work.
I wonder what these past 10 years I spent with you were. Now that I think about it, all we did was kill time together. I honestly don't understand anymore. Goodbye, Lionel.
What? Sylvia? Did you just get mad or something? Just contact me when you're in a better mood, okay? Hey, Sylvia. It's been 5 years, right? I'm finally ready to get married, so I decided to contact you again. I think I'm going to accept that offer of yours now. Anyways, you moved sometime after we broke up, right? Just because you got mad at me and were in a bad mood doesn't mean you can just keep your new address a secret from your boyfriend. I thought you were still living in that old apartment of yours, you see. I wore a suit and bought some roses and a wedding ring because I intended to propose to you. To think that I was so nervous when I rang the doorbell, but when the door opened, a completely different person greeted me. It was so awkward. So, where are you living now? I've got a surprise for you as well, so I want to tell you it, so I want you to tell it to me by tomorrow. Hey, anyone there? Don't tell me that you're still mad about that fight we had over 5 years ago, are you? I didn't take you for the kind of person to hold a grudge. Jesus, I better make sure not to make you mad once we get married. What's your new address, Sylvia? Just tell me when you see these texts, I guess.
What the fuck? Is that you, Lionel? Shit, I must have forgotten to block you. What is it that you want?
Oh, so you finally saw the messages I sent you. What do you mean by you forgot to block me? Why in the world would you ever do that? I'm your boyfriend. But we've got more important matters. Seriously, what in the world are you doing? Jesus. If you don't hurry up and tell me your new address, the surprise I have planned for you tomorrow will be ruined. Hurry up and tell me your new address. It won't do if I don't know how long it will take you to get to the venue, right?
I'm not going to tell you my new address. And what do you mean by a surprise?
I told you by text yesterday, didn't I? I'm finally ready to marry you, so I have a surprise prepared.
I don't know what you plan on doing, but I don't want your surprise. I have no intention of marrying you anyways, let alone of meeting you again.
Huh? Are you seriously still mad at me? Jeez. Will you just let it go already? You're the one who said you wanted to get married, right? What's with the sudden change of heart? And to think that I was finally ready to get married.
I said I don't have any intention of marrying you anymore. Besides, didn't we break up 5 years ago? Did you seriously think that I haven't moved on by now?
Huh? What do you mean you moved on? Oh, I get it. You're still mad about the fight we had 5 years ago. Seriously, Sylvia, just let it go already.
That's not the point. Yes, I was mad at the time, but that was 5 years ago and I've already moved on. It's not that I'm mad, it's just that you're not a part of my life anymore, Leonel. Why'd you even think of contacting me in the first place?
Fine. Then why don't we just get back together and get married then if we broke up and you've moved on, as you say?
What? Do you seriously not get what I'm trying to say? I have zero intention of getting back together with you, Leonel. Stop texting me.
It's no use trying to lie to me, Sylvia. I see right through you. I mean, we did go out for 10 years. I know you still like me after all this time. It's so obvious that you're still into me. I'll accept the proposal you made to me 5 years ago. So just come to the wedding venue tomorrow, alright?
The wedding venue? Huh? Did you seriously reserve a wedding venue or something?
Of course I did.
But aren't weddings supposed to be planned out by the couple first? I think there are a lot of things that can't be decided without the bride there. What did you do about the wedding preparation?
Oh yeah, you're right. They told me the bride needed to be there to plan the wedding with me. Which is why I had your sister cooperate inside for you.
My sister?
Yep. She's about the same age as you and looks like you too, so I had her pretend to be the bride and come with me for the wedding preparation.
What? You know that I cut ties with my sister when I was 28, right? She caused so much trouble that even our parents cut ties with her. I told you that she was crazy, Leonel, but you still decided to approach her. Who knows what she's planning? If I were you, I'd just cancel the wedding and have nothing to do with my sister anymore.
Oh, come on, Sylvia, you're exaggerating. Your sister's a perfectly normal person. I don't know why you ever cut ties with someone so sweet. Besides, there's no need to worry about the details. The planning's already done, and all you have to do now is come to the wedding. The wedding venue for tomorrow is called H Wedding, and is in K City. They said they need the bride to be there by 8 a.m., so don't be late, alright?
What in the world make you think that I'd actually go? Have you seriously not been reading my texts?
There's no need to be shy. You've known each other for so long. I know that when you're like this, you actually mean the opposite.
Sorry, but I have a date with my husband tomorrow, so I can't come.
What? Your husband? Oh, you mean me? You're right, I was intending to turn in our marriage papers tomorrow. But what do you mean you can't come to our wedding because you have a date with me? We can't just postpone the wedding and go on a date if that's what you meant, Sylvia.
No, that isn't what I meant. And by my husband, I don't mean you, Leonel. You see, I already got married with another man 3 years ago. I even have children now.
Huh?
Now that you know all this, I guess I'll tell you the rest, since you'll find out sooner or later anyways. My husband is your second cousin, Manuel.
What? Manuel? But he's 5 years younger than you. I knew you were that kind of woman, but still.
That's right, judge me if you want, but I don't care. By the way, I started going out with Manuel not knowing that he was your second cousin. I only found out that he was your second cousin at our wedding, because amongst his relatives at the wedding was your cousin, which I had met before.
What? Why did you not tell me about this?
Because we had already broken up and didn't feel the need. Still, I was so surprised when I saw your cousin there. After a bit of investigation, I found out that your cousin had already cut ties with you since you tried to interfere in some of their inheritance business when you had no right to do so. I heard that both you and your parents were shunned by the rest of your relatives. Is that true?
That has nothing to do with our marriage. We'll talk about it afterwards if you want.
Tell me, does this mean that you have a debt or something?
Just a tiny one, maybe?
My father is the CEO of a company. You might have been planning to marry me so that you could get the position of the next CEO of my father's company, getting rid of your debt in the process. But it's not going to work.
How did you know that?
I mean, thinking only about how you yourself could benefit from a situation is your specialty, isn't it?
So that's what you thought of me all along?
Yup. I don't know why I didn't break up with you sooner. But isn't that also why you refused to marry me 5 years ago? You didn't want to get married and have children because it would be a hassle for you, right? You wouldn't be able to spend as much money on your own entertainment if you had children to take care of, after all.
That's unrelated. What matters is that I'm finally ready to marry you.
Yeah, but I'm not. Anyways, I got off topic. Like I said earlier, I already have a husband and children. Oh, and about my father's company, the next CEO was already decided 2 years ago, and he's someone completely unrelated to me.
What did you say? So I'm not going to become a CEO even if I marry you?
Yes, although you're not going to marry me in the first place. Well, that's all I have to say. You understand now that you won't benefit from marrying me anymore. I think that's enough to make you give up, right?
Seriously? What am I going to do about tomorrow's wedding then? I had a really extravagant wedding plan since I thought that your family would be able to pay for it in the future.
Each wedding at K-City, right? I heard that wedding ceremonies there are really expensive.
Lend me some money, will you? This wedding was supposed to be yours in the first place. This is partly your fault, so at least pay for half of the cancellation fee.
No, I'm not going to lend you money, and I'm not going to pay for the cancellation fees.
Come on, don't be so stingy. At least think about it a little longer. Seriously? What am I supposed to do now? Sylvia, help me. What should I do? I was forced to marry your sister. Was she planning this all this time? You're right, she really is crazy.
Huh? So that's what she was up to. I told you that you would regret having anything to do with my sister, didn't I?
I was surrounded by a bunch of tough-looking guys and forced to come to the wedding. And then they forced me to say the wedding vow with your sister at the chapel. The wedding papers I had prepared for you and me as well. They made me sign it with your sister's name as the wife's name. I admit it, you were right, so please help me.
Hold on. By the surprise you had planned for me, were you planning on getting me and my sister to make up or something? Did you seriously think that that was going to make me happy?
I mean, who wouldn't want to make up with their long-lost sister?
She's insane, Lionel. Although, I guess you know that by now. You asked her to pretend to be me during the wedding preparations, right? I had the feeling that you would tell her to come on the wedding day as well.
Oh, yeah. I was intending on that.
I see. So that means my sister was planning on marrying you from the start. No one's going to deny it now, since you had her pretend to be your wife after all.
Huh? But surely they'll believe me if I tell them what really happened, right?
I think that's going to cause you a whole host of other problems. Anyways, it looks like you haven't noticed until now, but apparently you're exactly the kind of guy my sister wants. Even when we were together, she would always annoy me by saying, "Give me your boyfriend." It honestly pissed me off really bad.
Huh? She said that to you? Why do you never tell me about this?
I don't know. I guess it was embarrassing. Now that I think about it, I think that the reason I stayed with you for 10 years was because I unconsciously didn't want my sister to have you, and not because I liked you or anything. Yep, I was pretty foolish back then.
What are you talking about? I don't get anything you've been saying, Sylvia. You mean that you only stayed with me for 10 years to spite your sister? Fine, just help me then, will you? I have no intention of marrying your sister.
Stop asking me for a solution to this mess, alright?
I wonder if the only solution is to do something about those tough-looking guys following your sister around.
I don't know.
Wait, who are those people in the first place?
I said I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Hold on, don't tell me they're part of some gang.
Hey, could you please stop asking me? I really don't know, and I don't want to accidentally say anything strange that might get me involved in this mess.
What? So you're just going to leave me? Don't you feel the least bit responsible for this?
I don't.
Uh,
I mean, it's my ex-boyfriend and my sister who I cut ties with, so there's no way I'm going to get involved with that. The only reason I'm replying to your text right now is because we think that this is an irregular situation. Your second cousin and my husband, Emmanuel, are reading these texts and only replying because we have to.
Huh? Manuel's there with you?
Yeah, he is. There's something he wants to tell you as well.
What the hell does he want with me?
We cut ties with you and your family because all you three cared about was money. I don't want anyone like that bothering my wife, he says.
But, I really need you to help me right now. I don't really want to get married.
I see. Bye.
Huh? But Sylvia!
After that conversation, I blocked Lionel, confused as to whether he wanted to get married or not. The only reason he was able to text me in the first place was because I forgot to block him all those years ago. I heard about what happened after that from a friend who knew what happened, but it seems like Lionel and my sister haven't broken up and are now living together. Apparently, my sister is pregnant with Lionel's baby, and won't let him leave her because she wants Lionel to take responsibility for the baby. To be honest, I wanted to make a joke and tell him something about how he's been making my sister pretend to be me for too long, but I restrained myself. My sister, on the other hand, who was finally able to marry the man of her dreams, hasn't noticed that her new husband was in a huge amount of debt, it seems. I wonder for just how long this happiness of theirs will last. Actually, I guess they were never really happy in the first place.
Trisha, is everything okay now? How's your shoulder?
The doctor said I broke my collarbone. They want me to stay overnight and try not to move.
I'm not surprised you broke something. I couldn't believe the sound it made when you landed. I'd never heard a bone break before. But look on the bright side. You'll probably be able to get some time off work for this.
Wait, are you not even worried about me?
Well, I was worried. But you're at the hospital now, aren't you? It's not like you're gonna die or anything. And the doctors and nurses are all right there if you need anything.
Are you not coming to the hospital to see me?
What? It's the middle of our wedding reception. Some of my relatives and friends drove a long way to be here. I can't just leave now, can I? And actually, since you left, the atmosphere seems to have died down a lot. So my friends and I are gonna hit a bar when this is over and have a real party.
You're going out drinking after our wedding reception? Does that mean Marcus is going with you?
Of course. He's my best friend and we've worked together for years. He was my best man today. He wants to make sure I enjoy my wedding night and have a great time.
But he's the one who got drunk and tried to push me into the pool. He's the whole reason I broke my collarbone. And he hasn't even apologized to me yet.
Oh, about that. He apologized to me after the ambulance took you away. So, we're cool now. He was like, I'm really sorry, dude. She was supposed to go into the water, not try to jump away and break something. So, you see? It wasn't really his fault that you tried to avoid it. Plus, he's sorry. He said so himself.
So he thinks this was my fault because I didn't want to get thrown in a pool in my wedding dress? What about these hospital bills? Who's gonna pay for all this? I've got to talk to him about all this.
Don't worry about that. Marcus said he's paying for me at the bar tonight. Just between you and me, I think he's planning on taking me to a strip club. We're going with a few other friends, and Marcus is paying for it all. It's probably gonna run him about $1,000. We're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be great.
A strip club? You've got to be kidding me! On our wedding night?
Well, I can't really spend the night with you. Not in a hospital bed. And not with a broken collarbone.
Wow. I can't believe you said that. And you're letting him do all that instead of paying my medical bills? Don't you think he should be doing something for me instead of for you?
Well, your medical bill shouldn't be an issue. Your sister is in town for the wedding, isn't she? She's working in the big city making the big bucks now. She shouldn't mind paying your bills for you. I mean, I just met her today, so I don't know much about her, but based on what you've told me about her, she's got money to spare.
Your friend pushes me and breaks my collarbone. And you want my sister to pay my medical bills? Don't you think that's a little strange?
I guess it is a little strange. But it's been a strange night. Ha! If you ask me, this is nobody's fault, really. People get drunk and have a good time. Sometimes things happen. You've gotta learn not to let every little thing bother you. You gotta roll with the punches. Or in this case, with the pushes.
How can you say that? I'm your wife now, and I'm in the hospital because of one of your friends.
Well, regardless. Let's talk about this later. I've got a reception I gotta get back to. I'll message you later. Just know I'm still thinking about you. I'm with you in spirit, okay? I can't cancel the plans for the after party now. You'll just have to wait until tomorrow, and I'll come see you then.
Oh my god. What the heck is wrong with your husband? Why did you even marry a guy like this?
Honestly, right now, that's exactly what I'm thinking too.
I read the entire chat that you sent me. What is this guy, 21? He sounds like a kid. Is he still in college or something?
He's 32.
Oh my god. I don't think there's any hope in him changing then. What do you plan on doing?
Well, I don't want to disappoint Mom and Dad.
I think they'd be more disappointed if you stayed with a guy like this. I know you've always been the quiet and stoic type, but I'm your sister. At least tell me what you're really thinking right now.
Well, honestly, I want to divorce him and get him to pay for all these medical bills. But I'm not like you. You're strong. I know you'd have the guts to stand up to him.
Trisha, this isn't about being strong or weak. I know since I moved to the city, we haven't spoken much. But I see you haven't changed a bit.
I wish I was like you. You can do anything. You moved to the big city all by yourself, got that good job, and you're doing great. I'm stuck in the small town we grew up in, and I'm just a plain old receptionist. Nobody respects me. I'm just stupid. Something like this was bound to happen to me.
Don't say that! This isn't your fault! And if you keep thinking that way, nothing is going to change for you. We're not gonna let him do this to you. And we're not gonna let him treat you like this anymore. I'm gonna help you.
But if I divorce him and run away from this marriage, I don't think anyone will ever want to marry me again.
That's not true. You're a sweet, kind-hearted person. I know you'll find someone else. Someone better. And being married to a guy like this isn't going to make you happy anyway. You don't have to put up with this. You deserve better than this.
I know, but
I'm scared. Tell me what you want to do. Honestly, I'll help you. Do you really want to stay married to this guy? I want to be married, but I don't want to be married to him. I want to divorce him. Is that what you really want? Well, not exactly. What I really want to do right now is to beat the crap out of that idiot friend of his. I can understand that feeling. That's the side of you we need right now. And don't feel bad about that. I think anyone in your situation would feel the same way. I have an idea about how you can get back at both of them. I'm on my way to the hospital right now. Really? Thanks. I didn't think anyone was coming to see me today. Why would you think that? Mom and Dad couldn't leave the reception right away when the ambulance came, but they're headed to the hospital now too. We're all on your side. You don't need to be scared. Really? I thought Mom and Dad hated me. Compared to you, I thought they were embarrassed of me. I thought I was the one they wished they didn't have. You've got to stop comparing yourself to me. Nobody is embarrassed of you. Trisha, everyone loves you. You're nice to everyone. Stop being so hard on yourself. Thanks, Alyssa. Anyway, I'm on my way over right now. We'll talk more when I get there. I'm gonna make this guy pay for how he's treating you.
Trisha, this after party is amazing! And since Marcus is paying, we're drinking so much. I'll be lucky if I make it home before I pass out.
Oh, I'm glad you're having fun.
I'm so drunk right now. I doubt I'll be getting out of bed at all tomorrow. Lol. We were just talking about how Marcus tried to push you into the pool. It was hilarious.
What?
It was so funny. Just talking about it. He had me laughing so hard. Tears were coming out.
You laughed at that?
Huh? What's the big deal? Don't tell me you're angry. Don't get so worked up about it. So you broke your collarbone at the reception? It's no big deal. Marcus just got caught up in the moment. Give him a break. I just realized I said break. Oh, get it?
Hayden, I'm divorcing you.
Huh?
I'm divorcing you. I never want to see you again. Got it?
What? What's the big deal? Learn to take a joke, lol. Wait till I tell the guys what you just said to me. They'll die of laughter. I'm gonna tell them as soon as they get back from the bathroom. They all went to the bathroom when I brought up you breaking your collarbone. They must have been laughing so hard they thought they were gonna piss their pants or something. And as for you saying you're gonna divorce me right after we just got married, that's not even funny. Grow up.
What are you talking about? This isn't a joke. I'm dead serious.
Hold on, Marcus just came back from the bathroom. Wait, what did you say?
Your wife breaks her collarbone because your idiot friend tried to push her into a pool. Then, not only do you not come to the hospital with me, you laugh at the whole situation. I'll never forgive you for that. I'm divorcing you, and I'm suing you for my hospital bills on top of the divorce settlement.
Wait. Just calm down a minute. Think about this rationally. I know you don't want to divorce me. Your parents were so happy when we got married, and I know you want to give them grandchildren. Are you really gonna throw all that away over this? Is that what you really want?
Yes, I've already spoken to my parents about it. They think I'd be better off being single my whole life than I would be staying married to you. And by the way, my sister thinks that too.
What? This was all just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. I hate a woman with no sense of humor. You can't even take a joke.
Say whatever you want. I'm still divorcing you.
Whatever. There are plenty of women who would jump at the chance to marry me. Divorce me if you want. I've got a great job at a great company. I can have any woman I want.
Good luck with that, because your company is firing you.
Huh?
We know your boss. We told her everything that happened. I even sent her our chat history. She's gonna be firing you and Marcus. You know how important employees' reputation is to your company. Your boss said if clients found out you two acted like this, it would destroy their credibility.
Wait, you're kidding, right? You're bluffing right now, aren't you?
I'm not bluffing. I talked to Shelley Wilkinson. She's the regional manager, right?
Trisha, that's not funny. If my company found out about this...
Oh, so now you think what you did was bad. You didn't seem to care before, but suddenly it's bad enough that you don't want your regional manager to know about it? Oh, and I'm looking into filing criminal charges against Marcus, too.
Trisha, don't you think you're taking this just a little too far? What happened at our wedding reception has nothing to do with work. You should know that.
I broke my collarbone. It's gonna take 6 to 8 weeks to heal. I can't work like this. And I've got all these medical bills to pay now. What your idiot friend did to me at our wedding reception is going to be affecting my work. So if I have to tell my company what happened to me at the reception, your company should damn well know too.
Why couldn't you just laugh this off like you were supposed to? Marcus was just playing around. This is the problem with you. You take everything too seriously. You gotta loosen up and enjoy life. Life is wasted on you.
Well, this is what you get for acting like an idiot. You two need to grow up. You can't act like kids your whole lives.
What's gotten into you? You've never spoken to me like this before. Are you acting like this because you finally got your sister and your parents on your side or something?
I'm gonna make sure you never work in this industry again.
Huh? Who is this?
It's Trisha's sister, Alyssa. I've posted your name, your photo, and everything you've said to my sister on the internet.
What?
You work in the advertising industry, don't you? I work for an advertising agency myself, in the city. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows about you. You'll never get a job working in this industry again. You'll be lucky if anyone from any company will hire you ever again, because everyone is going to know how you treated your wife.
Hold on! What's going on here? Why are you doing this? What's going to happen to me?
I've already posted your name, face, and chat history on social media. After that, I'm going to spread the word to every advertising agency out there. You'll be blacklisted. You'll never get hired again. You'll never recover from this. You know that, right? I'm gonna make sure of it.
But you're taking this way too far.
This is my little sister we're talking about. Did you not think I'd stand up for her? I can't believe there are people like you still out there. You're acting like you're still in college. Grow up. Wait, I take that back. Even if you were in college, it wouldn't give you and your friends the right to push women and then laugh at them when they get hurt. But it all stops here, because I don't think you're gonna have much to laugh about in your future.
I can't believe you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? But you don't know who you're messing with. People like me, I've got friends. I've got so many people who'll back me up. In fact, right now they're
what? I think those so-called friends you're talking about came to the hospital to see if Trisha was all right.
What?
Who's there with you now, huh? Just your partner in crime, the woman pusher, right?
Oh my god. They said they were going to the bathroom. That's why they haven't come back yet.
They came here to apologize to Trisha. They also told her when Marcus gets drunk, it's impossible to stop him. It appears this isn't the first incident they've had with him, and they seem to have had enough of his BS. They said they followed you to the after party in hopes that you'd come to your senses or that they could convince you to go to the hospital. But when they brought up what happened, you two broke out laughing at the situation again, and they knew there was no hope for you. Are those the friends you said would have your back?
Well,
Trisha is too shy to tell you this, so I'll do it myself. She's giving back all the wedding presents you guys got today, and she's not paying a cent for the wedding. We've already spoken to your parents about that, and they're in agreement with us. You're paying for the cost of the entire wedding yourself. Have fun with that.
I can't believe this.
Hayden, it's Trisha. Everything my sister said is true.
We're through. Trisha, come on. Reconsider. Give me another chance. You love me, don't you? Everything has been going well between us up until now. Please, don't turn your back on me now. How am I gonna live without you?
Honestly, I don't really care. I had to rely on my sister to help get this done, but I think I finally gotten what I wanted. I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't even want to see your face again.
I understand that I acted like an idiot. I admit it. But getting back at me like this is going too far. Divorcing me is one thing, but getting me fired?
I guess I did go a little too far. But I just got caught up in the moment. Give me a break. After that, Hayden and Marcus were forced to pay my bills as well as a little extra for emotional distress, and they both got fired from their jobs. After my sister got them blacklisted, it was extremely difficult for them to find another job in their field. Not only that, all of their friends and relatives found out what they did to me and how they treated me. So they were both shunned by everyone they knew. Hayden and Marcus were best friends when all this started, but each blamed the other for how things turned out. Now they've stopped talking to each other completely. In an attempt to get a new start, they both moved far away, and nobody really knows where they're at now. It seems my sister was right, and things happened exactly how she said they would. Maybe she and I went a little too far with our revenge. But I honestly don't feel sorry for either of them.